Hi Tim. Hi, hi. Ich check nur gerade das Setup, dass alles steht. How's it going? Okay, this is there. This is working. Like everything just broke. Like everything was working. I wanted to start the stream and then everything just broke in a matter of a second. So perfect as normal. Okay. Hello. I'm so white. Okay. This is set up. Like putting a proper streaming setup is really, it's really pain. Always pain. Sure, do that. I always tell. What's the time in your area? Sorry. What time zone are you in? Okay, I think I'm good now. So then go to sleep. turn the stream on silent mode and then go to sleep. Okay, where's my pen? Yeah, everything was chaotic today. I'm sorry. I want to start at 6, but wasn't possible. Everything way too chaotic today. Okay. So, again, welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing fine. I hope you all had a great week. We try to. I just forgot that I didn't make any proper introduction to the stream today. So everyone who's joined and everyone who watched this later, thanks for joining. We're going to draw and approximately also paint with watercolor today. If the mood is bringing me there, I have everything set up. Again, everything was a bit chaotic today. I apologize for the delay of 10 minutes. The German in me is literally screaming. Yeah, but we don't look back, just forward. So I hope you all have a good time. When anyone has a question, or anyone wants to know anything, just shoot, ask. There are no dumb questions. And yeah, I hope you all have a good time and maybe also draw, paint. And let's have a good 2 hours, 3 hours maybe. I don't know. Hey Kent, how's it going? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you. Okay. And today is also without music, just so you know. So please, today you can do your own music in your ear, whatever you prefer. Almost midnight. Save the stream, please. Yes, I will. Just for you. Just for you. I will save it. Promise. Then have a good sleep, my friend. Have a good sleep. Have a good rest so you can have some energy for more creative work on the next day. So I haven't drawn any traditional today, only digital, because I had mostly students today. So basically my mentorship calls. Everyone is doing great. Everyone works very hard on their dreams, which is amazing. It's always so motivating for me as a teacher, like people putting all the time and effort in the assignments they get, and then also making actually the progress. So that's really nice. Really enjoy that. I see you like danger. Always, Kent, always. I think, Kent, I think you don't know my videos, you know, like I'm the danger in person. I just love, let me just zoom out the camera a bit. I just love the danger of, I don't call it danger. I would call myself a purist, you know? There's no danger. I don't fear mistakes. I want mistakes. They make everything so much more real. I don't want to be. So I hope you all had a good week. It's already Friday. It's insane how fast time went by. I've been subbed for a bit, watched a few tutorials, but didn't really dig into it. That's fine. That's fine. I was just referring to all my shorts. I'm literally uploading a short every day, and I'm just drawing with ink directly for, I would say, 2 years now. And it's funny because in the beginning it was just to test my ability to pre-think and to visualize, because you're basically forced to when you draw with ink. But then I found such a big comfort in drawing with ink that now I don't like pencil anymore. Because I have to make a direct decision, and I would say I'm much more of a black and white person rather than someone with a gray zone, you know? So this drawing style just suits my personality much better. And the other thing is you can go through so much more drawing, so much more amount of drawing when you do that for that amount of time. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Very much. Always appreciate these kind words. Like, everyone in the community is so nice. Everyone is so delightful. I'm blessed and grateful. So can anyone explain me this whole free-run art thing going on? I just saw like one reel yesterday where like these heads of free-run were kind of like distorted, and I think it was kind of like about the angle of the head or something. But yeah, does anyone has better information? Hey Charmaine, How are you? Which pen are you using right now? I hate this question. I get this question every day. That's a fountain pen. It's a fountain pen, and it's a no name, no brand pen. I think I don't probably remember if I bought it in Korea or if I bought it if my girlfriend brought it from Japan. I don't remember, but I love the pen. The feeling of the pen is amazing. But I can tell you the ink I'm using, because there's ink inside, is carbon ink. Carbon ink. Because the cool thing about the ink is that it's not, it's waterproof. So you can use it with watercolor. I was hoping you explained. Sorry, no. Again. Yeah, the under the chin angle thing. I love ink too. I really like the shadows and stuff. I'm not as brave as you. But you can. Just do it. Just let it flow. It's getting really cold here. I think we had like -degree last night. Everything was frozen. And not in a beautiful Disney-like vibe, more in a like it's too cold to go outside style. Yeah, it's getting really cold in Berlin. So, okay, let's give it some structure. If anyone has any questions or anything, don't be shy, or just say hi, whatever you want to do. You can see there are a few people watching. Don't be afraid. If you just want to chill, it's also okay. Yeah, besides, what else can I tell you, folks? Kickstarter book is going. We kind of like sorted out the last drawings from the last pages. So book will be approximately around about 80 pages. So down from 250 scans to 80 pages. And already did some research for good quality printing, so we're going to have some test prints very soon. And when this is done, and when it's in a quality that we like, then I'm going to start to roll out the Kickstarter, I guess. But when, I don't know. It's definitely exciting. And my girlfriend had some pretty cool ideas also for the book itself, which I still need to do the extra work. But it will be pretty much worth it. I just love drawing details and textures. I don't know how's it for you folks, but I can lose myself in it. Bam, ba, ba, bam, bam. Okay. What? I went for blood test in the rain with mixed snow. Oh god, that's not good. I hope you had a lot of water today. Someone saying it's a hard angle to do. Someone... okay. Yeah, fair point. It's a hard angle. Well, does the ink stay clean when you add washes on top? It does, yes. It does. I just wanted to thank you for being such a good lucky charm. Doing my best, as normal. I noticed you mentioned students. Can you talk a little bit about your course? So yeah, I'm basically teaching one-on-one. So we have our mentorship program. Right now we have around about, I don't know how many students we have, active students. Because we also have alumni, so people who are not in the program anymore but still active. But yeah, we have the basic mentoring where you basically get like supervised by me. So we see what you can do, what's your goal, where you want to go, and then we build a plan. You get assignments to obviously work on things such as drawing, painting, design, also specifically of what area you want to go to, right? If you want to do like illustration or concept art for games or movies, that's really up to what's the set goal is. Yeah, and then we start working, and we have, depending on what program you choose to go into. So if you go for basic, we see us in a full hour every month once. Depending on if we need some little extra calls in between, we also going to see us in between if there's anything where we need to talk about or anything that's unclear. So it's never just this 1 hour call. And then I'm literally, you can text me every day on our community server. If you have questions or problems or anything, I'm literally like guiding people there. Yeah, and it's different from what do you need, right? Some people come in because they just need like a few months of help for building portfolio. Some people come in for long term. So we have people who are already over 2 years in the program. We have people who are come in for a year. So it really depends. So it's not like a course, it's like private teaching, so to speak, like private one-on-one classes. Just you and me and your goals. And yeah, and I'm doing that for, I don't know, for 7 years now, 6 years. I started teaching when I worked in games as a concept artist still. And I would never thought, to be honest, that it would be that I would have so much reward and fun from it, because yeah, I never thought like teaching becomes that important for me, but it does actually. Because when you have your first person going into a studio and you basically change the future for them, it's amazing. Amazing feeling, super rewarding. Yeah. But it's not like a course. It's not like a course where you just watch like a video, and then you do it by yourself. Because the problem with these courses is you don't have the proper feedback, and even if so, like everyone is different, right? Everyone learns differently, different tempo, different problems. I like the double brim hat. Is that a double brim hat? I don't know. I don't know. Hey Brandon, how's it going? I don't know that's a double brim hat. Good to know. Ink and watercolor paint together? Yes. Like the ink is waterproof, so we can literally paint over. It is live. Hey Boris, how are you? Sounds super customized. Yeah, it's super customized. It's basically the needs for the people, but that of course, I think the only downside to it is I can only teach a certain amount of people, right? Because I don't take more than 30 slots in total, because then I can't do my own stuff, you know, and then also like client work and stuff, whatever comes up. How romantic, just you, me. Yeah, you know it. You've been one of my students, so you know how it is. It seems you have knocked off my head. Ah, okay. Is that good or bad? So, what are you all planning for the weekend? Any plans? Anything that you want to do on the weekend? For me, it's probably, I think I have 2 students tomorrow, 2 mentorship calls tomorrow, and then drawing at least an hour. I also do a little challenge right now, so obviously I also paint watercolor every day because I want to get better with watercolor. But the other thing is that I also started to do like a little comic challenge where I wanted to do a 1-pager every day. And this is not going well right now. It's super hard. So yeah, because I have more and more students who want to go into the comic book field, and I want to be better in teaching them. So that's why I actively also do more comic book work. And it's really fun. I always wanted to try that. But it's also really hard to do a 1-pager. And also I only have a certain amount of time. Like I only give myself like around about an hour or maybe a bit more. But yeah. And I also use pencil. Oh my god, I use pencil. Never do that usually. I'm going to an illustrations meetup for Paris tomorrow. Nice. Nice. I have a lot of fun. Meet new people. Draw the comic, of course. Yeah, Boris. When was the deadline? 28, right? What will you do if you accidentally become a big comic artist? How you think it's that happening? You know, like you think I make like one comic drawing and then I don't know, it doesn't change anything, I guess. But I think that seems really unrealistic, you know, Boris. Like this only happens in music, in movies. Do you have any tips for drawing mouth, like from the bottom of the nose to the jaw? I'm messing up these parts. Yeah, I try to see the mouth as a can of tuna. So I can quickly also show you what I mean. So, so the thing is also I draw bottom, like I draw basically from top to bottom. It's just helping me because like the first line that I do indicates direction and the form of the perspective. Okay, so when I start usually with the skull because often case we tend to lose the volume of the skull, and that makes then the head either way too flat or not correct in form. And then I go basically vertically down, and when I come to the nose area and I go to the mouth, I'm basically thinking of a can of tuna, so to speak, right? So let's say I draw whatever. Say here, I draw some eyebrows. Then let's say we go for the nose. Whoop. Let's do a lazy nose, indication nose, right? Let's give some big eyes. Okay, so then jaw, and then from here the important part here is the overlap, right? So there's an overlap of the nose and the mouth part. And for this area here, I think of this as if you would take a cylinder, right? Cylinder, whoop, and we cut into that cylinder. So like this. So that we get out kind of like something that looks like a can of tuna. Right, like this. And that's what I'm thinking about this area. And then I always start with the upper lip, because also there's an overlap of the upper lip and the lower lip, which is there for volume. Because the problem is that often gets forgotten, there is space covering inside of the face or inside of the anatomy of the body. Right? Because there's always distance. Technically, if we put a super small camera down here, there's distance from here to here, you know, and there's distance from here to here. So these overlaps are extremely important. It's the same thing as if you put like whatever geometric form right in front of each other, right? There's a distance. And you cannot forget this distance. Because here could be the mouth, right? So if we think like, okay, maybe there's the mouth here, and then we see the nose from below. There's distance, but it's so minor that we forget about it. That's why these overlaps, they are so important. It's the same if you draw like a full figure, right? Like I just had this today with my other students. These overlaps here from the torso midsection to the hip area is the same as here. We need a consistent overlap indicated. If not, then the figure becomes like a sticker, or it becomes like a flat thing, and we don't want that. We want continuous overlaps. But the problem, of course, again, we are operating in a very small space, in a very narrow space. That's why these overlaps get so important, but also easy to mess up. Okay, I hope that answers the question. 28 is the deadline. Nice. Why I can't see Boris? I show you later. Yeah. And hey, everyone who just joined to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Someone tell him about Freerun trend. Yeah, we just spoke about it. Hey, Netadon, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Okay, let's continue with. Should we? Let's draw a bit more. I think I'm definitely gonna grab some paint afterwards. Just wanna get my brain ready. Let's do some more creative stuff here. Wait, let me just quickly zoom out. Is that big enough? Yeah, I think so. You just need to watch with the microphone. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what it is with me and hats right now, and fashion in general. I'm just so into enjoying drawing this. Yes, think about the overlaps and the distance, right? There's always this distance between these things. You like to do draft or just freehand? Draft or rough mix to draw accurately? I like to draw, I think freehand is it then. Like, so basically right away. No pencil. I like pencil, don't get me wrong. And I use pencil for professional work. Or if I work for somebody and I need to do changes. Wow, now the ink is not coming. Hello. Ink, geh mal an. Sehr gut. But in general, I like drawing direct. I was really into hats until I was 21. That sounds like an insult, but thank you. yeah, I just like that I can just quickly indicate things, you know, like, and I can just directly draw in here. I save time. And I don't need to erase. Maybe I'm also just lazy, you know? Maybe I'm just lazy. That's probably it. I just... How about you? Hello, Archangel. How are you doing? How's it going? And thank you so much. Appreciate it. Just so happy about this community. Everyone is so kind. So yeah, if you have any questions or anything, don't be shy. That's what the stream is for. Kuma hat. You could never insult me. Don't lie. You lately do digital? Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. I got you. Totally understand this. I also, for years, I drew mostly digital. Spent all my time and day in digital. For work and all the other things, you know. But it just doesn't satisfy me that much anymore. Hey Boris, by the way, what's happened? What I need to give you the question back. Like, what happened if you, by accident, become a famous comic book artist? What do you do then? You not leave the house anymore? Let's draw a bit more than just a neck. I've been getting into much female figure drawing. I've saved a lot of female poses, either modeling or nude. Nice. Okay. Chill out, bro. I'm glad you're happy. It's probably just sleep deprivation, but chill out. Chill your base. That is true. You can help coloring. Clearly, I make more comics than. If I would ever become a comic artist, I would draw Spider-Man with his wife MJ a lot. Oh, okay. You're doing another coloring task right now? Is that what you're working on? Ah, okay, and you're probably so tired because of your blood test then today. Gotcha. You know what? Let's grab some paint. Let's see if I can still do this. And there's the streamer bot. Just waited for it to happen. Okay, what do we need? Some tissue. Let's get some color in our life, I guess. Okay. I'm bad at coloring or painting. By the way, gotta go to sleep. Bye. Okay, bye. Thanks for stepping by. Where's now this? Okay. I look so white today. I mean, so bright, like a ghost. I think I just start simple. Just start simple. Cross-hatching shadows. Ah, okay. So what do you do? Like, do you basically just draw only cross-hatching and shadows as a practice, or do you do anything specific? So I'm just mixing colors. Okay, let's test. String. Okay. Back again. Ah, okay. Oh god. Well, you probably just didn't puke enough, so you can still write a text. The fuck. So you just missed the keyboard. That's good news. Maybe go to bed then. My biggest challenge right now is to drawing face. Most of my stuff is either wearing helmet's mask or getting away with it. Yeah, I understand what you mean. And I also understand that you know, that I know, that you know, that you will run in trouble one day. So better face it now. Face it now. It's just a lack of practice and experience. If you not practice it, you won't get better with it. That's simple. Turn it back again. Late tonight. Okay, I need to go with these pages. Okay. Well then stop typing. Finish the work and go to bed. You spend too much time typing. Face it now. La, 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 la. All in a song. Hey, Adel. Let me just call you Adel. Unfortunately, I don't know how to draw noses, as I feel it's part which kind of make either crooked or nice, which I love the sketch of the girl so much. Sorry, I have to read that again. I unfortunately don't know how to draw noses, as I feel it's a part which kind of makes either crooked or nice, which I love the sketch of the girl so much. Okay, so your problem is the end part. As I understand correctly, it's the end part of the nose, right? So what I do when I draw noses for girls, I keep it relatively simple. It's always the best solution. It's basically thinking of like anime girls or animation, so to speak, right? So this thing here, where they have like just these dot indications. So whenever you want it more cute, I basically would lift up the top, the front part of the nose. So it's more like this getting up. I don't know what's the English word, sorry. In German we say Stupsnase. I don't know what's the English word. And then, for example, if I would give her like this continuous nose, like a longer one, I basically change it from here to here. Hey from Sweden. Hey back to Sweden. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Murtax. Yeah, so basically like this, you know? And what I would say, if you have trouble with noses, don't focus on the full face right now. Draw 50 noses. And literally just look at reference images. Like you draw the nose once, draw that once, then you put the reference away. You think about, okay, what information have I saved? Then you draw it again. And when you feel like, hey, I saved something, great. If you don't, go back to reference and just do that. But the important part is that you actively figure out a way for yourself to include the reference, because the reference is absolutely necessary, so the information. But you also need to digest it, and you only digest it through practical application. So that's why we need to take the reference away to a certain part draw it without a reference, or actively apply it. You know, you completely take the reference away, draw it without, then do it again. And also, don't forget, repetition is everything, because you probably just need 10 more noses, or maybe it's 50. You know, do you know this little picture of the two dudes like mining for gold, and the one who's giving up and going back, and the other one is right hitting before like both are right before gold is hitting? That's the same principle. Hey to Canada, how's it going? In Canada, what's the time in Canada, Archangel? Yeah, of course. I love to show my process. I love to show it. Everything is good. I hope I'm doing better. Yes, I'm doing better than ever, I would say. Yeah, I hope it helps, Adel. And sorry if I butcher your name, but I just see Adel, and the front part is a bit too crypto for me. Okay, perfect time. We saved some time to let this dry. Also, this is no watercolor paper. This is normal Hanemühle paper. So it does dry a bit slower. I'm on a mountain, so it's 11 a.m. You're on a mountain and you're on stream? Wow. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Or is it rainy on a mountain? So what's going on in Sweden? It's probably even darker than here, right? Here it's also dark. How cold is it in Sweden right now? Is it very cold? So, cats. Want you, babe. I should have cleaned my palette. I have no space, no mixing space. It's very cold. Yeah, I guess. Up north. Where in Sweden exactly are you from? What do you think is the best part of Sweden to visit? For someone who wants to visit Sweden. What you don't want to. You can call me H. All right, that's cool. It's like -4. Jesus. Stockholm. I think so. My parents my parents went with me to Sweden, but I don't recall if we ever went to Stockholm. So you actually puked on the iPad? Well, I think it's versatile. Dalarna. And why do you like it so much? Redvik. I think I know Redvik. I think. I fear not the man who has praised drawing 1,000 different noses, but I fear one who has practiced drawing one nose 10,000 times. Well said. Well said. Where was I? Yeah, here. Give me some dark brown. Give me some dark brown. Let's the skin dry for a moment. Oh, I want it darker. Darker. Man, I should have cleaned my palette. I'm such a lazy mofo. Okay, I think that works. Yeah, that works. So I hope this is dry. Okay. Very Swedish town. People are very nice to each other. Nature and some amazing, beautiful. Oh, okay. It's 1 degree in Edmonton. Freezing rain. Oh, sounds cozy. The good thing is, I don't need to step my foot outside. Oh, the iPad is alive. Praise Apple. Just survived the puke test. Okay, let's try this. So, from what I've learned about watercolor, the best strategy is really to go as light as possible. And if you're unsure, keep it blank for now and slowly work your way up. Because it's so easy to mess up, and have patience for letting it dry. Because not letting it dry makes it always worse. Okay, let's give me some glowy yellow. Right now it's very snowy. It's fun outdoors. Okay. Oh, I just mixed the green with the red. No. You're spending. Oh yeah, you go home. That's true. Yeah, oh, I'm jealous. 100% jealous. So I hope the skin is dry. Oh, it looks like it. Let's see if I can add a bit of subsurface redness. Hey, Mr. Hebiginen. Awesome name. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm at home, bro. Yeah, you're at home right now, but you go to Brazil, right? Ah, you're born in Cuba, but actually it's fun outside. Oh, okay. Wow. I am born in the east of Germany, and it's still too cold for me. It's a cold. That works. Working very light today. Very, very light. I really don't want to go to Sweden, which I do have no problems with the cold weather besides. Okay, let's get some blue in here. Just some gentle ambient occlusion, not ambient occlusion, ambient light. What am I talking? Ambient occlusion. Too much conversation today about ambient occlusion, in my opinion. So I'm adding a little of light blue to the eyes. Very gently still, because they reflect the ambient light. Nice, 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 nice. Is anyone drawing here, by the way? I know you. We have coloring comic pages and stuff, but the others, anyone drawing, painting? Anyone? Is anyone painting? Oh, you know what? Let's do the inside of the head red. I just love to do this. Hey, Jip, Nip, hi. Ja. Deutsch, haben wir auch Deutsche hier. Was geht ab? Was geht ab? I used to do acrylics, nice. Painting and puking, perfect. Used to puke for paint. You have good hue saturation. I like the way you draw and use watercolor. Thank you. Try it. Try it. It's a bit of a pain in the beginning, but if you grow into patience, you will maybe love it one day. My favorite media is watercolor. Ah, okay. Yeah, for me, it's relatively new, I would say. Just started using watercolor actively, maybe, I don't know. I tried it here and there, I failed. You know, that's the normal process of learning anything. You try, you fail, you try, you fail again. But the important part is not asking yourself every time after you finish something if it's done now or if it's good. It's just important to continue. How boring would life be if everything would be easy, right? That would be boring. It's so boring. I will take a boring life anytime. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, do it. Do it. What's stopping you? What's stopping you? Don't think. Stop thinking. Also, which is a very common topic these days, especially for the people I also teach in the one-on-one sessions, is the general problem with overthinking. So overthinking that goes hand in hand with judging the work you do while you do it. And I spoke about this also in another YouTube episode, that you don't want to judge and label your work while the ink is still dry or the color is still wet, you know. You don't want to do that. So the important part is that you realize when you start to overthink too much, it could be either way because of you being emotionally unbalanced. And what I mean by this is that anything inside of you or also outside could unbalance you at a certain degree. So especially when you are getting tired, when you're getting overworked, when you're not, when you have been creative for 6 days in a row and you work like crazy, then this can lead to being emotionally unbalanced. And that also can lead to being overthinking too much. And that can be also be the case that at some point you start to questioning your own work or to questioning your process, to question everything, right? We human beings, we have the talent of making crazy constructs in our head, combined of anxiety and questions. But at the end, you need to understand maybe you need to have some activity in your life where you just leave the house for once. You go to the gym, you don't go for a run. And there's many things that can balance you, or you just need more sleep, or you need rest, or you need a bit of distance to your work, right? But being emotionally unbalanced is a very common problem these days, especially because of a lot of people also spending a lot of time at home, right? So yeah, just as a little tip here on the side. Did you do Inktober? Inktober is for me every day. There's no Inktober for me. I draw with ink every day for years. This is like me asking, I don't know, how much ink are you using? You know, I'm answering yes. Yeah, patience is just you just have to learn patience. But that's good, yeah. You can use pencil. That's totally fine. Like, I don't advocate using ink only. Absolutely not, because it's really hard, especially in the beginning, right? I haven't done that when I was in my beginning stages. But I also drew way more digital in my beginning stages. But I knew I have to do more traditional, because whenever I got better with traditional, I got better with digital. About different medias, I'm trying to find a good beginner guides for it. What guide you need for? Just start. Just start. Stop thinking. Stop thinking. Just do it. And right now, for example, I don't think, I just do. I just do. I just take a random ass color and I just put it in. And just let my hand do the work. That's all. And I just learned something. You all witnessed, I just learned something. That these two colors work amazingly together. And it just looks like this texture's coming out of the head. And I'm honest here, I didn't intend this, but it looks amazing. That's the best example for a happy accident, and that's what I want to chase. And I can only chase this if I just stop giving any about it and I just do and let it go. Because the best work you just create right in the trenches. So you need to start to think as, I want to create 100 pieces of artwork. And your best work will come out right in the middle, when you don't think. This just looks great. I love this. And it's live on stream. Could be better here. Could be better. I don't think. I just let my hand do the work. Keeping me from the start. I mean, technically, of course, I know how to render this digital and I know how to render material, but I never done it with watercolor. And the look is pretty amazing. Tradition is more therapeutic, absolutely. Absolutely. Because I also think that we forget that digital is just a tool, right? It's just a tool, but when we are kids, the first thing we do is we learn how to write our name, right? And we are having like a pen in our hand. So I think it's the most intrinsic. I don't know if that's the perfect word, but I think it's the most intrinsic thing to do for us. Just love this texture. Oh my goodness. Okay, and now I think one important thing I would definitely do, just go over the shadows with the blue. The question is, what blue will be the best? I could technically just stay with this tone. I think I just used the same tone I just used. Just to keep it consistent. Let me see if it works. I think it's not enough paint. So sometimes it's really important, especially in watercolor, is that the amount of paint, but also the amount of pigment you use. So in the beginning, I was very shy with using pigment, which I think you should never do. You should never shy away from the pigment, rather than slowly adding water to it in order to make sure to have the right effect. Because if you add more water to the watercolor, you can glaze more. So for example, if you want to do like a shadow area or something, right? Like I want to do here. So let me see if that works. Okay, so my plan is that now, is this dry? Yeah, relatively dry. So I want to put this in shadow now. So I have like this red undertone. And of course there's a cast shadow from the head. So that's what I want to paint now. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We do it again. Okay. Okay. think another blue tone would have been nice. Probably not that green, but it still is okay. Not happy with it. But maybe I can quickly add a little of another blue tone until it's still wet. Just need a bit more pigment and water. Okay, let's see if that works. I just want to change a little bit the tone. No, it's not enough pigment. Damn. It's a bit too much green now. Blue would be better, like more of a, like this is more of a teal color right now, but I think like a proper blue would have been better for different use. Yeah, more like this here. Let's see if I can do this and just add it on top. Oh yeah, it worked kinda. Let me do more. Nice. So now I have kind of like a color gradient in the shadows. That's nice. See, another happy accident. Thank you. Bye bye. Yeah, that's fine. Thanks for joining. Have a good one. And I hope your emergency is not too bad. I think I want to do a bit more of that here. Oh god, why is this so dark? No! Okay, that's not optimal, but... Okay, that's a bit wild. It's a problem if you don't take watercolor paper. I'm just too lazy to pick up the watercolor paper. But yeah, then it doesn't dry fast enough. But I kind of like it. Kind of like the gradient, the color gradient. Hello HDMZ, how are you doing? How's your day? How's it going? What is HDMZ standing for? Maybe if I puke on it? No. Probably not. Thank you. I refuse. Keep this up for other people, other professional pukers. Dun, 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 dun. Day is cold hands. What? Day is cold hands? And you? I don't understand. running high. It's too much, baby. Ah, damn. So I wanted to add a core shadow. I wanted to use a bit of blue, but was too much water. Too much, too hot, baby. Okay. So let's let this dry. Should I add a bit more shadow? I'll let it dry for a moment. I draw something on the side. Nothing I can do right now. And we still have place. We still have place. By the way, anyone who's watching on YouTube, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. I never ask for this because I always forget about it. So I would highly appreciate it. You lovely people. Okay. Too hot, baby. Okay, should I draw another head though? That's the big question. I feel like no, I think I should draw something else. Maybe some dudes or something. No. Okay, no. I accept it. Okay, let's get this in. Do you see this? Yes. So the paper gets wavy now. Probably absorbed enough water. Any questions, any thoughts, any needs? We can also quietly say nothing for a while and just draw together. That's also fine. I'm okay with it. What's a mini top hat? Mini top hat? What's that? A top hat that happens to be tiny. I had 7. 7 what? 7 tiny top hats? Wait, I just forgot something that I had to do. One sec. Do you feel better, Ned, by the way? Maybe get a tea or something. Oh, okay. I've gotta go. It's almost lunchtime. Then thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Thanks for spending your time with us. Enjoy your lunch. Is this dry now? Looks like it. Meow. What? Boris, why is your name so long? Did you change your name? Hey, can you see me now? I can see you, yes. Why? Have you tried to text and it didn't work or what? What's going on? By the way, Boris, what's about the comic? Do you need another checkup or something before you want to send it out? I can, Boris. I miss you so much. Okay. Yeah, just give me updates on time, okay? So we can still do something if you need help or anything. But the update today looked pretty good, so especially for the last frame. And also, since you said you want to go for this one inking style, I think that to finalize it is relatively quick, in my opinion. So just make sure that the drawing is tight. Okay. Cool. here, and if anyone has anything, any questions, feel free to ask. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, this paper is so wavy already. Wavy, wavy. Yeah, sure, send it. Send it, drop it, send it, drop it, send it, drop it. But don't send it on Instagram, I don't look in my DMs. Send it Discord, please. Thank you. So just as a small tip for anyone who wants to draw or paint or create on a daily basis, or just struggle with figuring out what you want to draw or what it is that you want to do. The one thing I've learned, especially in the past 2 years, is you just need to get going. You just need to start. And when you start, you get into creative mode and your brain gets active. Whatever comes out, comes out. And knowing this is kind of like being fooled by the idea of that whatever you produce needs to be a masterpiece. But at the end, it's actually more important to create every single day. Because I believe there is something that we can call artist maturity. I think when you decide to start to becoming an artist, you literally start by the age of 1 or 2, or like, let's say you're a kid, so let's say by the age of 6, right? So you can hold a pen and you can basically draw or paint. And when you start to create and start to make art and to draw, you realize what are your interests. You have to continuously do that to mature in your process. So, because that's my theory. My theory is the reason why so many amazing masters also, after creating for 30, 40, maybe even 50 years if they can, sometimes they get very abstract and they get very loose in their process and very sometimes not actually identifiable. So they can't really identify what it is they're doing, but they just know that it's about this. It becomes an organic process of just repeatedly going into creator mode and just create, right? And when you understand this, especially as a beginner, it will just open up the world of just being an artist. That means to be an artist is to make art. And art is extremely important because it transfers history and culture through time. Back in the day, even more. These days, a bit more trickier, but it still does. So I think that's really important to understand. And the moment you understand that what you paint doesn't matter, the outcome doesn't matter, the result doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you do it. Yeah, so just sharing that. Hey, Deep Dive, sup? What about human pose with prop and animal theme? You want me to draw that, you mean? Yeah, sure. I put it on my list, okay? I put it on my list. I save it up here. But it's a good how you say in English? Fuck. Wie sagt man nochmal Vorschlag? Oh, my brain is fried. Too much English for one day. Recommendation. Thank you. Recommendation. Thank you. Yeah, good recommendation. Wow, that's a nice car. So pure. Used to think. Trick self to do a particular task. Yeah, that's good. It's a good trick. Where's my mini top hat at? Oh, sorry. Just forgot. Just forgot. It's too hard to be in your own world sometimes, you know? But I think you know that. Oh no, I don't want to use this color. I want this one here. Something about you. Hey Brandon, I woke up again. Is the series of hats you have drawn going to be merchandise one day? That's a very good question. If you produce it for me, we can make a deal. If you produce it and also take care of everything, I sell it. We discuss percentage later, okay? Maybe a clothing company who makes hats. Need some fresh ideas. Call me. I got ton. Sounds good. Okay, all right. I need to buy a new set of watercolors soon. It's getting less and less pigment in there. Why not add a little, very little, what? Surrounded art, background, add flower design, something? Which encourage yourself to fit our idea in that particular mold. Hey, Juan Carlos Roa Fernandez. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Boy, I look so dead today. My eyes are freaking red. Can anyone recommend some good watercolors, by the way? Except Schminky, because I'm already using them. I brought some cheaper ones from a different company. I think it was Bristol. But I could feel that they weren't that pure as the Schminky ones. But I'm still like relatively new to the world of watercolor brands. Damn, I think I need to change my water. No, this is too yellow. This is too yellow for my taste. Daniel Smith, Kuretake also makes watercolor? Rembrandt, okay. So, question, what do you folks prefer? Do you like tubes or do you like boxes? Like where the paint is inside these boxes? Boxes? But is there a difference technically if I use because I can, is there a difference in quality if you use either way tubes or boxes, or should it be technically, if it's the same brand, the same quality? Hey Heidi, alles gut? Ich hoffe, du hattest eine schöne Gesichtsbehandlung. Pizza? Ja, warum nicht? Warum nicht? Geht immer. Sag ich nicht nein. When the box empties, I fill them up with tubes. Okay. Prefer to make my own half paints. Boxes, but tube if they are not metal or plastic tubes. Okay. But there isn't a difference in quality, as I understand it, correct? Dankeschön. Okay. I got it. Got it. Thanks for the input. By the way, another question. Does any one of you use Copic marker or acrylic marker by any chance? Ah, okay. So basically the tubes over time change. Oh. Hey Lollipop Chainsaw. Thank you. Or I don't know. Yeah. The same paint, but how much pigment to water ratio you need to make the same application. Okay. I got you. Okay. Because I always wonder if somebody I did still don't know how they not dry. You mean the boxes? Mm, mm, mm. Ah, okay, you haven't used your Copics in years. Okay. Senil, yeah, more juicy. I have honey as a watercolor medium. Okay. Use coffee. I have used that without the purpose of wanting to use it, by the way. Talking about. Okay. So it sounds like you all are kind of like watercolor pros. Why don't anyone show me? Show me your work. Show it. Stream. Okay. Oh no, it was still wet. Shoot. That's a lie. Everyone is pretty to stream. And you are too. You don't need to be pretty to stream. Sorry, but that's a bad excuse for not streaming. If you don't want to stream because you don't want to be in front of the camera, that's okay. I accept that. But if you say you're not pretty, that's not an option. Okay. The thing is, I want to paint shadows, but it's not drying because I'm so crazy lazy. Hey Doom, what's up? How's it going? How are you? How's life going? No, I miss you too. How's it going? Everything is kicking? I hope so. Trying to draw faces right now. Kind of hard though. Yeah. We know. We have been there, but you trying. Trying is cool. I like trying. Trying is always cool. Always, always, always. I hope you recognize that I'm... Ah, Nuzikara. Yeah? Nuzikara. I do. So, do the words I've said before do not value so much? Or what do you try to tell me? It's not working for me. Yeah, it's also not working for me. It's part of it. It's not working for me though. Then you have to move on and do it again, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again. I think my problem is that my water is already such a big mix of colors that whatever I do, it's kind of like this muddy color coming out, which is not nice. It's now becoming like a big mix of anything. Okay, never mind. Do you draw eyes two apart from each other on purpose? Yeah, sometimes I do that. I also stretch noses. Like there's no rule, you know? You can't forget that there's no rules. You can do whatever you want to. Like, you want to see how I draw eyes as well? Like this? Is that too far apart or is that too close? Okay, let's do one more drawing and then it's time for dinner. One more drawing, then it's time for dinner. And the whole page is already wavy. Wavy, wavy. That's why you're here. Pure entertainment. The important part is to not take yourself too serious, you know? That's the message. Okay, let's do one drawing, one quickie, and then let's call the stream. You know what's weird? On my streaming program, like the stream looks bright enough, but I'm seeing the stream on YouTube here. And it looks so dark, so gray. It looks so dark. You bet I'm jacked as him? I wish. Look at him. Look at those quads. I wish. But I'm too busy drawing, you know? Like this dude looks like he's hitting it every day. just dropped colors everywhere here. My table is a mess. Ba, 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 ba. Don't skip like unless you're Asian. What the fuck? What does that have to do with ethnicity? You have to explain that now. What the fuck? My buddy goal is Kratos. You know, I just want to look like Kratos. What's the problem? Without training. And I want the voice. Boy. They have thick legs and quads. Do they? Okay. Good for them. This Hanemühle paper. Hey, oh, Juanito. ¿Cómo estás? How are you doing? How is it? Oh no, not this question again. Somebody's gonna make fun of me. I speak only one language, which is drawing. And I don't even properly speak it. I speak German and English. Everything else doesn't count as speaking. It sounds like the wish of being able to speak it. But that's it. Every time I try to speak a language that I don't properly speak, then somebody makes fun of me. So that's my answer. How many languages are you speaking, Nuzukara? Hey, Haizan JPG. Hazam JPG, thanks for the Twitch follow. Appreciate it. He's full of bullshit. I'm puking again. Yeah, well, you know me good. No, I'm not humbling. I'm protecting myself. I swear, when I'm with my family in a different country and I try to speak it, there's at least somebody making fun of me. I love my family, but it seems like my obligation is that somebody makes fun of me. You know. So I rather don't say anything like it. Very good. Did some teaching yesterday at the uni and making some miniature designs sent to a company for some work possibilities. Nice. Sounds good. Your story was very funny on Instagram. That was a good slap. Mr. Humblebrag. Bam, bam, bam. Excuse me. Long day. Long day. Nice, that sounds good. I don't understand why your channel is so small even though you're one of the best teachers on YouTube. It's kind of crazy how this algorithm works. I'm going to gatekeeper your channel though. You're too kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You know that the reason why I'm still doing it is definitely a big part is the community and every one of you. I really appreciate it. And I think if I know some of you are really here for years already. Without you, I probably wouldn't be here because it always keeps me motivating to continue. So, and that's okay. That's okay. As long as I can teach, I can make art. I'm having fun. I had no choice. I'm chained to this desk. No, I'm just chilling. Just kidding. Just kidding. Likewise. Appreciate the support from everyone. Also, one thing. Next week, I think I have one mentorship student on Friday. So from 8 to 9, I believe, which means I think the stream will be later. Okay, so we will stream after 9. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, camera. Yeah, so we will stream after 9. Because I want to have the stream. The stream time will stay 6 p.m. CET as it was today. In general, just next week, I have one mentorship call at that time, and I have a lot of people who work on the side or have a day job, so that's why everything is a bit pushed backwards for me sometimes. So I hope you all don't mind. Okay. So, nice, awesome. I'm happy. Yeah, so we keep up the schedule again. So I would say for today that, okay, yeah, it's fine. You don't need to be there every time. By the way, I was in Berlin for a few days at D&D and met some of your colleagues. Okay, nice. That's nice. So thanks everyone for joining today. I hope you had some fun time. I had, definitely. Appreciate you all for supporting as always. Nothing much to say. I hope you could draw a bit. Hope you had some time, some fun time. Hope maybe I see some of you next week on the next stream. A little bit later. Just watch out for my Instagram or the social thingy on YouTube. But I definitely go live. We're still working on the Kickstarter. There's going to be a update for the Kickstarter. And yeah, until next week, I hope every one of you continues to draw a little bit every day. If it's just an hour, then that's enough already. Just a little bit of practice, just a bit of being creative every day. No expectations, right? Don't expect anything from yourself. Hugs back to every one of you. Happy that you all joined, and yeah, if there's anything, reach out on Discord. Join the Discord community if you want to, if you're not a member yet. And yeah, okay. Have a good one. Take care. Yeah, and I take students. I have one student slot open if anyone wants to join the program. I always forget to say this. Hugs. Bye bye.